Hello, everyone. I'm Matthew Pate,
And my name is Peter Gibson.
and today we'll be covering animal camouflage. So, what is camouflage? Most of you have heard of camouflage. Camouflage is a tactic that animals use to disguise themselves. This helps them avoid predators. Camouflage is a tactic that animals use to mask their identity, movement, or location uh, in their environment, like we see with this owl here, blending into the background of a tree. So why camouflage? For individual animals, camouflage is important so that the animal can't be tracked by things wanting to potentially eat it. Uh, for animals in groups, patterns help the group move as one in the predator's eyes, making it hard for the predator to single out an animal to attack. So you can see the zebra, its stripes in the herd make it hard for a potential predator to pick out an individual to eat or attack. So this is a video that I personally took showing a great example of the ideal camouflage. This is a southern flounder filmed very close to my house. This shows that camouflage is found all around us in nature and can sometimes be right outside your house. So you can see that the flounder blends in incredibly well to the muddy bottom in both color and shape. And if you weren't looking where you were going, you'd most definitely step on him. So let's talk about the different forms of camouflage. So there's two main forms of camouflage: pigmentation and physical structures. Pigmentation is made up of microscopic parts of an animal's skin that reflect different kinds of light, making what we see as color. Colors that mimic their surroundings help them blend in, making it harder for them to get eaten by predators. Some animals can actually change the color of their skin in real time, like this chameleon here. Physical structures make the shape of an animal hard to see, obscuring the actual shape of the animal. In this case, the tasseled wobbegong has tassels that obscure the outer shape of the fish, make it harder to see. So, when you think of camouflage, you don't normally think of animals that purposely stand out, but it is still camouflage. Aposematic organisms are colored brightly and very obviously to stand out in their environment in order to tell predators not to eat them or make them think twice because they might be venomous or poisonous. This allows them to obviously stay alive. The coral snake is very venomous, very brightly colored, stands out against the leaves of its environment. And the poison dart frog is very poisonous and is brightly colored to tell predators stay away. So, with the aposematic animals comes the copycats. This is what we call Batesian mimicry. If an animal wants to not be eaten and knows that similar species are not eaten by predators, they can sometimes mimic the other species to protect themselves. These animals might not be venomous or poisonous, but disguising themselves as the ones that are keep them alive. So in the case here, the coral snake is very venomous, but the milk snake is not. And the milk snake has evolved to make it seem like it is. So you can see they're very, very similarly colored. But it's still enough to keep the predators from not wanting to eat the milk snake.
Alright, let's talk about how camouflage works. Starting with the basics. Chromatophores and melanocytes are the main things that cause what we call color. Chroma means color, and phores means agent of. So chromatophores are agents of producing color. Milano means dark colored, and site means cell. So together, that means dark colored cells. So the way we see skin color is like if a mirror was colored a certain way. The sun's light hits the mirror, and the mirror will absorb most of the light that hits it and reflect the light in the color that appears, creating different colors. How pigments work. Some animals, like octopuses, contain microscopic pigments in their skin called biochromes. Biochromes allow animals to change colors. Octopuses have a variety of biochromes that allow them to change not only their color, but also the pattern of their skin. So when an octopus is camouflaging on a rock, it can change its color to the color of the rock, as well as the pattern of the rock, to allow it to better blend in. Physical structures. Octopuses have dermal papillae, which let them change the texture of their skin, letting them form sharp spikes or small bumps, which let them take the shape of rocks. This is a physical structure. Another good example of a physical structure is the fur of polar bears. So, polar bears have black skin, and their fur actually does not contain any white pigments. It's actually translucent or almost clear, but it has very small physical structures that act like prisms. These structures absorb and reflect light to create an optical illusion, so the polar bear's fur looks white, but it's actually not, which lets the white color lets them blend in with the snowy area around them. So now we're going to do an interactive activity where we're going to show you pictures of animals in nature which are camouflaged. We're going to give you 5 seconds to pause the video and see if you can identify the animal. After 5 seconds, we're going to locate and identify the animal for you. Starting with the first animal. Okay, this is a picture of a fantastic leaf-tailed gecko. Here's the second picture. This is a picture of a bobcat blending in with the floor. Okay, this one's pretty easy. You can see the giraffe there, but the giraffe is blending in with the trees of the savanna. Okay, you can see this is a tasseled wobbegong shark blending in with the seafloor. You can see the snow leopard blending in with the mountain. You can see the leopard blending in with the grass. You can see in the middle there's a copperhead snake blending in with the leaves. And our last picture, this is a picture of an octopus blending in with a rock. Thank you for watching our presentation.